It's been a rough one, but the small hope in understanding my hopelessness abates the cruelty of this world. I can't seem to hear the music that all the others dance to. It's become a frequency I'm tired of searching for. But I have found a place where the crackles aren't too vicious and loud. The needle is now somewhere where the white noise is soft and palatable. Sometimes I almost hear nothing at all. But when that near silence becomes a little too much, I sometimes turn the needle up. I look for something better, but all I hear is the crackle. So I turn the needle back down. Maybe one day I'll find that station. I was going to be somebody. I once believed in me. I was going to be a dad, a proud man who looks after his family. I was going to come home from work and find my beautiful wife sweating from the meals she'd been making. The smell of good, wholesome food hitting my nostrils. Mashed potato and chicken, and a gravy only she knows how to make. But not before hearing my kids cry daddy, crashing into my legs on the driveway before I'd even made it into the house. Then in the evening, we'd sit beneath an orange sky on a summer's night, watching the kids play on the tree swing I built them. But I guess that was never meant to be. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck is she? What the fuck does anything even mean? I guess it's all meaningless though. But maybe meaningless isn't so painful when you've got skin on skin. It's a lot of skin. When I shut my eyes, I guess it's not so bad. But that damp, is it her armpit or the fold beneath her breast? And when she moves, that smell. My two options are this or complete loneliness. The issue is, with this, I hate myself more. Stroke her hair, tell her she's good, and watch her shows. At least I'm not alone, right? Right? Yeah, I did. Because of you. How long have we been friends? How often have I been there for you? Mentally, emotionally, invested in you. Keeping you happy. Keeping your spirits up. You're the first thing I think of when I wake up. And the last thing I think about when I go to sleep. I did it because I finally realised I'm just Jolene in post. You've used me so much. I've become hollow inside. And for a moment, I just wanted to feel something, except loneliness. The internet, my once safe haven, the place I thought understood me, where I could scratch my need for self-loathing and despair. Paradoxically, it's the virtual world that seems alive and real. The real world is laying out there on that bed. It sleeps and is blissfully ignorant. And to me, it's out here that seems like the virtual, not real. It plays out like a sort of game, and I've stopped playing. I'm the guy that would rather sit and watch his friend play. But now I've got no friends. But my safe haven, the internet, it doesn't feel safe anymore. These memes, they're becoming too much like the reality. It's not funny here anymore. I think the depression is easing on these early morning walks. where the world is on a numb autopilot, where it moves but does not think. In stupefied slumbers, moving from their coffees to their cars, in a self-prescribed, ignorant bliss. And I do not blame them. Nobody would choose to be awake in this world. For I am not as strong as them. I cannot move to the humdrum of the system, the machine. I switched my off button a long time ago. At first, there was an anxiety when I knew I could never be a part of it. That filled me with despair. But now, I'm indifferent. I get up with it and watch the colours in the sky. I need nothing. I am now like a man in the cinema, just waiting for the credits. What if I just kept driving, drove this motorway all through the night, with only the silver moon to guide me, listening to nothing but the tyres on the slightly damp road? What if I drove till sunrise and found myself at some service station, drinking some dense black coffee, watching the orange sunrise across some indiscriminate green field? What if I found a little hotel on a steep hill, looking over a small town in a greener part of the country? In the window it says staff wanted, and the little old widower inside takes me on and puts me up, gives me a room. What if all that happened? I wonder if anyone would even know I'm gone. Would even I know? For I don't know what life I'm living now. All I feel is the creases in my thumbs and knuckles, and the passing flow of oxygen in my lungs. It's rhythmic up and down, with a dull sharpness in my brain. I know it's an oxymoron. Genius. Moron genius. Meta. God, what am I even thinking? Playing games and drinking, it'll do it to you. I see the flashing lights and hear the nice noises, but they do not elicit the response the programmers wanted. There's no dopamine hits for me anymore. They failed. But here I am, playing. Addicted. I know why. Because I can't look at my reality. It's disgusting. Drink, buttons, flashing lights, noises. I just want to forget. I know where you are, up in that room. What's the distance? 200 yards? Physically. But emotionally, we went supernova. Sat at opposite ends. And that gap between us, I'm not sure time and space even exists there anymore. Funny to think, I was once sat up there in that room with you. In the warmth, the light. Closer than protons and neutrons. But in truth, we surpassed the physical realm. Spiritually intertwined. And ironically, time and space didn't exist there either. But now, I'm alone. That 5-letter word does not do justice to how I feel inside. I'll be here tomorrow, walking by, just to feel closer to you.